Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to day 4 of Rimworld. Today we're going to be focusing on the next evolution of where we're at. So day 1 was again really about just surviving, building our first little building to live in. Day 2 was about building out the kitchen and getting the kitchen set up and power. And day 3 was about getting all the research and everything set up. So we did a dining room, which was next to the kitchen storage. And we have our research room and our first storage. Now, because we've got our batteries, we've got everything that we need, we've got loads of food, we're really good, everyone's in a good place, and we've got 5 people that have joined us, including Chad, who's Bar's son, even though that Chad is older. Yeah, you have to watch the last video to understand that. So today, we're going to jump into what's going to be next for us. So structure-wise, keep on the granite theme. We're going to keep on the same size of what we're doing. So 11 from wall to wall. Same again, and 11 wall to wall, giving us that 9 by 9 square. And we've got another one to focus on here. Now we left a 2 gap here. We'll do the same thing here, but we're gonna flip this one the other way round. So the room's gonna be the other way. So where that was 2 at the top, there's gonna be 2 gap at the bottom, and then that door, and then we'll have the door coming outside as well, and we'll come out the bottom here as well. So that's gonna give us a little bit more space. So that's gonna be the room. He's gonna build it straight away. We've got everything we need to do this. So they're straight onto it, which is great. We've got everything here. We could probably use a little bit more food. That's going to be something we're going to need a lot of. Now we've got more people to feed. So we're low on food. And we also do need to think about medicine. Now, in order for medicine, we are going to need somebody in terms of plants that's level 8. And at the moment, she's only level 7. 4 there and 4 there. So we need to just wait a little bit longer for that. But we can start to rebuild this section and think about how we're going to improve this. So let's look at this land. We're going to expand this zone. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. So first of all, what we can do is bring this up to here and across to here. That's a good starting point for us. And then that's going to expand this. And we can do a little bit more cotton as well if we want to. So we need to grab the zones. So trying to grab these zones, sometimes a little bit of a challenge. We can do it. So we're going to come all the way up here like this. And we're going to expand this as well. And we're going to want to build a little bit extra. So we're going to build a bit on the side here. All right, and we don't need this just yet, but we are going to, in fact, we're not going to do that. We'll wait until that starts to grow. On the side here, we're going to build some hay. All right, so we've got a lot of potatoes now. So all of this potato land. We're going to have to change this when this research is finished because we're going to put a building on here. All right, so we're going to lose a lot of this. But we've got more land up here that we can farm from. We've actually got some land down here we can farm from as well if we need to. We can farm anywhere, just this is much more efficient for us. All right, now we're going to get into animals as well. We're going to have to start taming some animals. So the next thing we need to look at is who's good with animals, right? Woody's not really that good. Dora's even worse. Strange is good and likes it. All right, but also so is Bar. So either Strange or Bar, they're going to be our animal herders. They're at level 5 at the moment, so we need to work on getting them to that next stage. We've got the graves there. They're okay. We can start with a couple of pets. So pets is probably the best way to start with animals if we're going to do that. And we'll focus on that. Not now, but in a little while we'll focus on that. We'll bring some animals in. I guess right now what we could do if we wanted to under furniture is we can have a look for an animal sleeping box, right? So designated a spot on the ground where animals could sleep. And this is going to be a small box for animals to sleep in, fit smaller animals like chickens, cats, or small dogs. All right, so we're going to just put a couple of animal boxes in here, in the recreational room. And we're going to go out and find ourselves some wildlife. All right, so what can we start with? We don't really want squirrels, even though we can bring them in. We've got hares if we want those. These are kind of starting us from size down. So the easiest ones to start with will be like the squirrels. And we can kind of have a look at what's where and if we've got anything that's quite close to us. That's quite far out. This one's actually not too far. So we can grab this guy here. All right. And from him, we're not actually able to do anything with squirrels. So what we need to do is have a look. We want to try and tame this. Requires level 8 in animals. Best capable handler, Strange, who is level 5. So we're just not ready at the moment to tame animals. All right, we have to work up to that. Okay. What else do we need to focus on? We've got food. That's okay. We've got people that are going to come through. So when they do, we'll be able to buy animals from them when they come through. But yeah, we're going to have to work on what we're doing. So we've got things like let's have another look. Sorry, in terms of wildlife, we haven't got any of the boom rats, or we have boom rats are here. So if we look at boom rats and we look at everything that they've got in terms of their trainability, minimum handling skill is level 8 for everything. These are going to create chemicals that we can use. So this will be how we get the chem fuel. We've got muffalos, alpacas, things like that. But rats and squirrels are going to be the easiest ones. Now rats... Rats need minimum handling skill at level 5. Squirrels, as we mentioned, squirrels are going to need a higher level. They need level 8. So rats are going to be the easiest ones. Also, if we have a look on here. Okay, so rats at the moment. Guinea pigs, let's have a look at guinea pigs. Minimum handling skill 6. So at the moment we know we've got strange, but strange is only going to be level 5. So we need to find a rat. That's what we need to focus on first. So we're going to look at wildlife. We'll find the first rat. Not there. We're going to find one that's a bit closer to us. So there you go. There's a rat right there. So strange is going to click on the rat. We're going to click on the rat first. We're going to try and tame the rat. And then strange is going to head over. Animal is sleeping, so we can't do anything to it while it's sleeping. So when it wakes up, we're going to try and tame the rat. And then once we've got a rat as a pet, we'll be able to then... we need some more power as well. So power is another issue at the moment. But we are working on that with our research. Okay, we'll wait for everyone to wake up. Okay, morning is coming. Woody was sleeping outside, which was really strange because that's actually his bed. So we're going to reassign his bed to be inside there. This one can't be for prisoners, but that's fine. All right, so now Strange is going to be able to prioritize taming the rat. We'll get him over to try and do that. All right, he's all the way over there. He's coming. It might not work. The rat might get angry. He's trying. He's giving it some food, selecting some berries for the rat. Giving it some berries again. All right, he's gone back to work. So we can, we interacted with it too recently. We can't do anything else. We might have to wait a little bit. We have another quest. We'll be able to go on quest soon. Finish off this room. And then we'll tame this rat again when we can in a bit. And then when it becomes friendly, it will go and live in here. So we're going to prioritize building this out. There we go. All right. We're building out. We're doing everything we need. We've got loads of steel now. We've got some components. We've got batteries. We're in a good place. We're building out this room. Once this is done, we're going to need to focus again, as we did before, on the floor. So we'll go for the granite tile like we did last time. Focusing on getting that finished. And then that room's done. And then we just need to lay out all of the stuff in the middle there. So the roof is done. The room is now done. Everyone's really happy, which is good. A couple of buffs going on. All right, let's focus on storage. So as we did before, we'll put one here, here and here. Then we'll flip it round and we'll do the same going back the other way. Okay, we're just going to grab these. We're going to click O to copy them. This one we're going to put here. So that's done. And then we're not going to put a bookshelf in this room. Instead, what we're going to do in terms of not furniture, we're going to go to production. Or is it in miscellaneous? Yep, we need a tool cabinet. All right, tool cabinet is what we're going to put in here. So we need to put a tool cabinet down. We'll put that there just in front of the light. When the light goes down, that will affect all of the workbenches. And then what we're going to do is move this. This one will move first, so we're going to reinstall this one over this side. So it doesn't really matter where they go, but we're going to put this one, which is going to be working on stone, over here, because it's easiest to get into that room. We can obviously move all of the stone to be stored here, so it's just easier access. We'll do that later. All right. And that means the stone is now going to be in here. This is now going to be the prisoner's room, which means we can move this bed back, put it into the room. Now we have a prison, which is a normal prison. 2 bedrooms. And we have this. Now, the next room that we want to build is going to be our recreational room. All right, we're going to want a recreational room where everyone can chill out, where we can have loads of cool stuff for people to do, and they're not going to be stressed or worried or anything like that. So we're going to build that out next. We're also going to want a hospital. So we can focus on building a hospital. We're going to need to bring food to the people. All right, that is expired. That's okay. We can ignore that. And so we want an infirmary, which is going to be our hospital, and we want a recreational room. 2 things that we need to build. So let's go ahead from an architectural point of view and work on the structure. We're going to put another granite door here. So that's going to be coming out. We don't want to do anything into the freezer, so we'll leave that one. And now this room is pretty much built. We are going to do some granite walls. We're going to come across again. This time we're going to come across 2. We're going to come up to here and down to here. And we're going to just finish off these rooms. That's everything that we need to do in these rooms. And then we're going to granite floor this all the way across. Oh, sorry, not granite wall. We're going to granite floor these all the way across. Now, we said we don't do one room at a time. But this is fine. We're then going to structure this to be able to put in another door. And a door here is going to go, we'll have 2 doors. We'll have one there. Oh, actually, no, we'll just have one. We'll have one in the middle. Okay, so that's going to be perfect. So we've got 3, and that's going to be 4. Actually, 1, 2. Hold on. Looks like we made a mistake here. Hold on. Looks like we made a bit of a mistake here. So what we're actually going to do is all of that we're going to cancel. And it looks like we didn't quite make this long enough. So this should be 9. And it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did this wrong. So we need to build down an extra layer like so. We need to build a copy of this door here. And then we actually need to deconstruct all of these. Like so. So we did that a little bit wrong, which also means these doors are going to be wrong because this is going to be a 2 gap, remember? That's actually going to be a 3. So that door is going to have to go there and there, which also means that this door is wrong and this door here is also wrong. All right, so we'll make those changes first, clean out that. A few things we need to do, and then we're going to, like we said, work on the security. Right, hold on a minute. We've got a mad guinea pig. Where is it? It's dead. That's good. But we've also got a raid coming in. They're going to prepare for a while, so we've got time, so we're okay. So structural-wise, without making a mistake, we're going to go for our granite walls, and we're going to go along the bottom here. I don't think we've got enough granite here. Okay, so we're going to do that. All the way up to there. This one across to here. That's better. So now we're going to have the space that we need. And in this room, we'll do the one in the middle that goes through. All right, we'll come out that side. That's great. We'll come out in the middle here and in the middle here. Just we've got a bit of space to maneuver to get in and out of rooms. Great. And then this is going to be our recreational room. So what we'll do in terms of recreation, we'll put a billiards table in here. So we need a little space to be able to chill out. We're going to need to remove that tree for that to work. So we're going to extract that tree because we want that out. Or actually we can just cut it down. It's fine. We'll get that, harvest that as well. Cut down these bushes. We have to cut that tree down, so we'll chop that. Chop this one as well. We'll have to haul these out the way. So a few things that we need to do. we're also going to need to haul these out of the way, but it'll move those automatically, so that's fine. Cool. And we've got a raid. Let's have a quick look at our raid. And oh, this person's actually got a gun. All right, so this is a male town councilman. All right, he's part of this tribe, which is these guys, which are hostile towards us. All right, good. So now we're starting to progress from naked people to people with basic weapons. Now we've got guys coming in with guns. So because he's got a gun, we're going to have to fight him, right? So it kind of makes sense that we bring all 5 of us out. Make sure everyone's got a weapon. Chad has not, but Chad will have one soon. Everyone else has a weapon, so they're all good. All right. Now we're going to bring everyone out to this side. And we're going to wait for that attack to start. Bearing in mind that he has a gun. Right, here he comes. Dora's here. Oh. Took some shots. He's not really moving. Here he comes. We want him. Oh, he went around it. Okay. He got himself chopped there. Hopefully he doesn't get a shot off on anyone. All right, he's dead. We killed him. Oh, no, he's not. He's not dead. He's not dead. Let's have a quick look. How's his health? 15 hours. Good. Let's undraft. And we're going to prioritize moving this bed before we do anything else, all right? So we'll move that bed and get it inside, which is what we talked about doing before. Perfect. Now we're going to make that for prisoners. And now Woody is going to go and capture him. Everyone else, we're going to make sure they're not drafted anymore. So they're going to just focus on healing themselves, sorting themselves out, or healing each other. Woody, however, is going to put this guy in here and then tend to him. All right, so let's have a look. Dora, how's Dora doing? She's okay. Chad, okay. Bar, no immediate danger, but was shot. All right, so Bar was shot, but he's okay. Strange is okay. Dora's okay. All right, and now let's have a look. This person. They're not going to die now. They're good. So they're a prisoner. Resistance is level 9. We're going to bring this down. We can gain a reputation if we release them. So if we release them, we will get plus 12 on our reputation. Now, do we want to release them? I think we should, because we're going to get plus 12, right? We're minus 130 at the moment. So natural enemy is at 130. Natural good rule range is going to be between 100 and to 80, yeah? So let's heal them, and then we're going to release them. And we're going to get plus 12. So this is affected by the prisoner's identity, health, and mental condition. Yeah? So we're going to just see if we can heal them up first and get a little bit more help from them. So we'll make sure they're really happy. So we're getting plus 12 at the moment. They're in extreme pain. Their needs are okay at the moment. But we're just going to chill them out. Now, what we can also do is we've got a gun now. So let's check out Chad. Chad's not very good at shooting. Bar's not either. Strange isn't that bad good. Dora is. So Dora really should have the gun, right? So for Dora, let's give her the gun because she's the best with it. Also, we got some Nutra-amine, which is yeah, we need to move that as well. So let's go ahead and prioritize moving that. She's now got the gun. Chad can equip the wooden club because he didn't have anything. And now Woody should have a gun. Strange actually shouldn't. Woody should have a gun and Dora should have a gun because they're the two best ones, right? So from Strange's perspective, we're actually going to draft him. No, actually we're not. We're going to... Where is he? Strange. We're going to drop the gun. Okay? And now Woody is going to pick up the gun. And now Strange is going to pick up the knife. So we're going to swap them over. All right. So now we've got the 2 fighters at the front. Strange. And we can also change these, by the way. We can swap them by holding down right mouse to remove them if we need to. Which is another little perk and a bonus that we can get away with. Prisoner, plus 12 still. Okay. We'll work on the resistance as well. We'll do everything we need to do to get them to want to join us. But and looking at them as well from their bio, they're incapable of caring. They're a cannibal. They're pretty. They're a psychopath. They're good at cooking, good at melee and shooting, not really much else. So don't really feel like we need them. Always good to have more people, but then it's just more people to tend to, right? And at the moment, we're in a pretty good space. I don't think we need a huge amount. We're getting this room finished. We're getting all the research done, everything else done. He's being tended to. She's resting up. Everyone's healed up nicely. We've got enough food. Although we could do with a little bit more food. I also think from Stranger's perspective, we need to find that rat that we were trying to tame. So we can click on it. It's got a tick on it there so we can see which one it was. And I think Strange can go over here and prioritize taming the rat. Give it a bit of food. Try again. 19% chance, but it failed. So we'll try again later. We'll keep doing that till we get the rat. But every time we try, Strange is going to be getting some. If we look at animals, he's 600 of 6,000. So he's working towards his next skill level. So we just have to keep taming those animals that we can. And in fact, what we can do, if we go to animals, especially to wildlife, that there's a lot of rats, right? If we take every rat, and if we look at Strange, and Strange as an animal handler, if we put that as number 1, that is what he is going to focus on as his main priority. All right, but we need somebody else that's going to work on construction, so that's going to have to be Bar, who's the drifter. So Bar's going to move over to construction now. Strange can do construction, but it's also going to do that first. Cooking first. Okay, that's good. Nice. Everyone's got their jobs they're doing, and we're doing loads of research. So look, we're almost, and this is a huge, this is 3,200, which is a huge bit of research. But this power is going to fix all of our power issues. It's going to be fantastic to have. Food's coming in. We're running out of food a little bit. I think we're going to draft out these 2, bring them out. We've got a female, and a female, so that's fine. So we'll take these 2 out with their guns, bring them out here. Once they come out, we're going to open up fire. Done. That's dead. All right, cool. These 2 are no longer going to be drafted, and instead we're just going to take Woody, who is going to prioritize butchering the meat. So he'll bring that in. We'll get some food on the go. All right. Everyone's doing their job. Everything's good. At the moment, we can just chill. Loads of resources, which is nice. Chad is fully healed. What about here? How are we looking here from a prisoner's point of view? Still plus 12 at the moment. Definitely healing a lot, which is good. In terms of needs, they do need some food. Maybe get Woody to prioritize feeding. So I don't know if we're going to go above plus 12 on this. All right. Got a good slave price on this as well if we wanted to sell. Base market or base price fully healed would be 1,750, which would be nice. This room is nearly finished. We're going to start working on the other rooms as well. Just lots of growth going on. Definitely need to focus on cleaning up some of this mess. We'll just do a quick clean of all the rooms. especially the kitchen. Need to clean that, clean up the storeroom, clean up the barn. We need to focus somebody on cleaning duty from a work perspective. And I think that's going to be... He's good at research, so I think that's actually going to be maybe... They've all got something else to do, so only once that's all done will they clean. And no one's actually getting to step 2s at the moment because they're all focused on step 1s. We've got some food, little bit of food anyway. This is 94%, so we're going to have all of this ready soon, which is great. This guy is still plus 12. Worth a little bit more money now from a slave point of view. Some berries here. Again, if we want to, just click on all of them, do them all. It does everything that's in view, so there we go. We'll do that. Perfect. All right, we're good. Right, loads of food, loads of stuff to keep us going right now. Just need to push through time right now. And into the fall, again, getting ready for winter, we have to start preparing for what we're going to build. So from a production perspective, we've already got the woodcutter's table. We need the hand tailor's bench, but we're actually going to go for the electric tailor's bench because we've got electricity. And also, we can work without electricity at 50% of normal speed. Now, it's going to take steel and components, which we have both of. So we're going to bring this in. And this, it says it's going to have a speed penalty because it's outside with bad temperature at the moment. But this will be, once this room is done, that will be complete. So now we've got our tailors, so we can start getting ready for the winter. Very important that we do that. And as you can see, it's been a natural progression at the moment. Sorting out food, sorting out research, and now sorting out clothing. But there are a couple of other things that we can produce as well. So we go to producing. We could make art. So art's going to make us happier and make the rooms better. We've got this electrical bench. We don't really need anything else at the moment. Paste, hoppers, we don't need anything. We can do this for like giving to, like if we want to give this stuff to prisoners, we can do that. The electric smelter, all right, extracts usable metal from slag chunks and other mixed metal. Consumes a lot of power. So we can make ourselves, if we want to, a smelter. So we can go ahead and set that up. But we want to set it up down here. So, yeah, we're going to kind of just wait at the moment. We'll prioritize kind of taking out this wall. Because obviously this was a big mess. We'll get Woody to work on that. We'll also get Strange in here, get him to work on some of this. He's working on animals at the moment. There we go. We want to get some of this done. And then once that's done, we'll get him to focus on that and that. We'll get Woody to focus on that and that. And yeah, we need granite blocks. But we're getting some granite blocks, so that's good. So yeah, just want to get this room finished. And then we can get everything built. Bar Drifter is no longer inspired by Go Frenzy. That's okay. Low medicine, low food. We've got 13 food, so we're okay for food for now. And we've got all of this food coming in, and we've got more being planted. So this is a really good turnaround. It's happening really well. Hopefully we don't have to kill any more animals. We do want to start herding animals. Not yet, but in the near future. That'll be a focus for us. All right. And we now have 2 guns. 5 members of our tribe. Decent power in the batteries. And this is all just from 1 turbine because we're not using that much power at the moment. When we start using some of these workbenches, we're going to drain through this power. But the research is almost finished, so that's really good. We do, however, need to just clean this room. So we'll just get Chad to clean all the rooms for us. Kind of feel like that needs to be Chad's job. I'm not really sure what else. Growing and planting and cutting and then researching. But I tell you what, we're going to do cleaning as well as researching. Just because we need the cleaning done. Just to keep everything clean. It's really important. Gives us a boost, but also stops anyone getting ill. All right, everyone's resting. Everyone's good. Let's have a quick look at the needs. Decent barracks. Okay. Doesn't like sharing a sleeping space. Sleeping in the cold needs some heaters. All right. Too many people around. So right now there's just too many people sleeping in here. So we need to fix these rooms. So we're going to finish off this, which is going to be our 6th grid. This 6th grid that we're making, that's it. Once we're done, we're finished for now. We've only got the 2 more rooms to do. So we've got the kitchen, we've got the dining room, we've got the research room, or the laboratory, we've got the workshop, we're going to have the infirmary, and we're going to have the recreation room. There are 6 main rooms, okay? Then we need to obviously build out the prison. So the prison's going to go at the top here. We're going to put this as this is going to be a prison. And then we're going to have our accommodation along the side here. All right. So far, so good. All right, we've got Rat 1. So we now have Dora and Bart are no longer social fighting. All right, well, that's good. What, they were fighting each other? What? How did that come from? Dora and Bart have been fighting each other. Okay. Not ideal. Didn't even know that happened. All right, so now we've got a rat. So now if we click on this, set the owner, we can set this to Rat 1. And Strange is going to keep going. So now if we look at animals, we've got our first animal here. We can release it back to the wild. We can slaughter it. We can sterilize the animal. This is all the stuff that we can do to it. So we can guard it, attack it, rescue it, haul with it, or tame it. So at the moment, we're just taming. That's it. Not really much else we can do with a rat. It's there. It's just going to walk around. It's just our pet rat. All right. Now we've got a pet rat. He's got somewhere to live. Chad is cleaning up, which is good. We do need some more medicine. We've got loads of wood. We've got loads of everything else. So we're pretty good for resources. We just need to finish building. I want to get Strange on this as well. I want to get Strange and Woody both on this so they can build together. We've got enough granite at the moment, so we're okay. We will need some more in a bit. He's reading a book. Pretty cool. He's left the book there, though, which is annoying. Can I prioritize hauling that book and putting it where it belongs? There we go. Okay. Another day done. Everyone's chilling at the moment. A lot of resources. Definitely need to get these built out, and then that's going to help us with our storage. That's a beautiful room. Beautiful room. Just having a quick look around. Everything looks beautiful. All good. Nice. I can hear somebody who sounds like they're mining. Research is underway. He is now up. All right, let's see. Now he's up. Let's have a look at his health. His health's at 100%. He's still only going to get plus 12, but look, we're going to get 1,685 as a sale price. So, and his resistance is almost done. So we're only going to reduce his resistance. We're not going to recruit him. I guess, do we want him? Is it worth bringing in another person? Does he have any skills? I guess he could cook. He could just be our cook, right? He's not a doctor, but yeah, all right, maybe we do recruit him. Have a sick person at the moment. It's really going to help us, just the last little bits that we need, because we're a couple of bits short. All right, we will recruit him. Prioritize chatting. If we chat with him now, that should bring him back to 0. Okay, so now he's been broken. And now on the next chat, we'll be able to bring him in. So look at that, 1,685 to sell, which is great. It's double what we've got. But at the moment, yeah, I think in terms of where the benefit's going to be, the benefit for us is really going to be to bring him on board. But we're going to need another bedroom. So once he comes on board, we're going to need to change this to a bed. Or we need to grab a bed here, and we can build a copy of that there. So we can build a bed here. We'll put the headboard at the top there. We can build another bed there as well. Bar is actually up at the moment, so let's just prioritize building these beds quickly. Okay, that one's going to become another medical bed just temporarily. A group of travelers just passing by, so they don't really have anything for us, so that's fine. Now, we could kill these, but we're not going to, because that wouldn't be a nice thing to do. But they're definitely going to see what we've got and be interested in it. He's going to join us now. There we go. We've got our next person, so a new recruit. All right. As always, we'll go into schedule. We'll copy and paste so everyone's on the same schedule. As for work, 1 and 1 as always. 4 and 4. Unless you're good at something, which in this case is cooking, so you're going to be the cook. Which is good because then that means Bar doesn't have to cook anymore, which is fine because Bar is going to work on construction instead. Handling, okay. We're not really worried about hunting at the moment. Everything else can just be chilled. Not really able to research at the moment, so I'm not too bothered about that. So just cooking and cleaning. That's going to be your focus. Cooking and cleaning. You need you on research more than anything. Need you on research more than anything. So yeah, cooking and cleaning. Good. And then hauling, I guess. Hauling can be 2. All right, so Gunther. Gunther has 2 rats. Do we have 2 rats? We have 2 rats. And I think we're going to have a baby rat. Male and a female, age 1 and 4. They love each other. We look at the social. Strange tried to make rat 1 sit still. Rat 1 accepted and joined Stranger's community. Perfect. Okay. We can slaughter or release to the wild. Nothing else we can currently do at this stage. All right, so that's rat 1. This one is going to be set for rat 2. Wait a second, what's that? So rat 1 is set for there. Rat 2 is set for there. Perfect. So we've both got a home to sleep in. Now we've got 2 rats. And if we look at Strange now in his bio, animals level 6. So, capable amateur. So now we need to figure out what's level 6. So if we look at wildlife, again, if we have a look at these, we need to have an understanding of what is it going to take. So this is minimum handling skill level 8. Okay, we need to understand what is the minimum handling skill if we were to tame them. So looking at the horses, oh, wrong button. Looking at the horses, minimum handling skill for a horse is level 3. So that's really good. So horses we can get quite early. So we can go and get the horses. Probably a good idea because then we can, if we get the horses, they can breed and then we've got meat. And probably better than the rats, to be honest. So we're going to bring the horses in next. Let's have a quick look at the gazelles. Handling skill 8 for those. Let's look at the ram. Handling skill 5 for the ram. Okay, so the ram and a doe. So maybe we bring the ram and a doe in. We can bring the horses in. We know that. For the bison, there's no way we're going to be able to tame the bison. Not yet. I think that's got to be level 8, right? Maybe higher. Handling skill 6. We can bring in the bisons. All right, so maybe the bisons are what we bring in. Now, look, if we're trying to tame it, there is not that much of a chance. So I think we bring in the 2 bisons, you know. I think we get Strange to work on it. I think we tame the 2 bisons. I think that's what he works on. So in terms of wildlife, we are not going to worry about taming any more rats. We don't need to. We're not going to tame that squirrel anymore. We are only going to focus on the 2 bison. All right, we're going to see if we can tame them. And if we can tame them, we're going to bring them in and we're going to create a pen for them. Give them a little somewhere to live. All right, Stranger's got his work cut out. We'll leave him to do his job. That also means that if we're going to have them, we're going to have to start thinking about our zones. Because we're going to have another growing zone. And in this growing zone, we'll go for 3 all the way down. Possibly 4, actually. I think we'll go for 4. And then this one becomes our hay grass. So we're going to do hay grass out of this one. Again, we're going to lose a little bit on the right-hand side here in a little while. So we need to bear that in mind. Quite a bit of cotton already. We might just need to change one little strip here. Turn that into some more potatoes. But don't forget, we're going to get away from this now. We're going to start getting meat. So that's another progression, is moving towards meat. All right. They're chilling out. They're working. This room's nearly finished now. We've got the rats. They're good. But now these rats have been tamed, we don't really need them as pets anymore. So we can click on these. Look, there's lots of stuff we can do. We can just slaughter them. We can sterilize them if we want to, but we're just going to slaughter these 2 rats now. We don't want them anymore. And if we were to look at the rats, I don't know where they are. There you go, there's one there. Look at their needs, food and sleep. So that's all they need, is just food and sleep. All right, we'll go and slaughter them. Give us something to eat. We'll keep that if we get any dogs or cats. Batteries are looking good. Everything else is looking good. He is going to be working on the sloths. Well, not at the moment he's not. He's just finished killing that. Gunther needs a room, a space to sleep. So we're going to have to change one of these beds into a not a medical bed. And we're going to have to set that as an owner. All right, so that's going to be for Gunther. All right, so now at least he's got a bed. And that's only because I was going to build a bed in there, but we didn't get it. Okay, now it's built. All right, so yeah, that will become a medical bed, and then this will become Gunther's bed. So now everyone's got a bed. It's good. Resources piling up. We've got a little bit too much stuff here. I want to build a copy of this for now. I'm going to put that there and there, just so we've got a little bit more space for storage. We'll get Woody to build that, so prioritise building that, and we'll get him to prioritise building that one as well. Cool. Everyone's going to sleep, chilling out. All right. Now, whatever this is, we're going to just press N, and then we'll copy that onto here, which will be J. Same as that one. When it's done, we'll do that as J as well. But let me just quickly build this one so it's done. Click on it, and then J. Good. Right. Copied. So the settings are done. This room is almost finished. Now we just need to build here and here because we changed that and remove that. So actually, let me just see. Can I? Yeah, let's just get that done. So we're gonna come out and finish that, and finish that. All right. Just getting those bits done, so they're all finished. So this room is now done. Excellent. We also now need to do the floor, because the problem with the floor is that we didn't do this last line, and also we've moved the doors, all right? So we need to fix that. Everything is getting done really nicely. We've got a tool cabinet that's going to work in here now. This is going to get moved. Let's just let's prioritize moving this, because that's going to be a big one to move. This is going to work on both of these buildings now, which is cool. We've got the new storage done. Excellent. So in terms of storage, all we're going to do is click N up here. And then we'll wait until they're finished being built first. In fact, let's... we're missing the limestone that we're going to need for these. Okay, so we'll wait until we've got some more limestone. In terms of how much of this we're going to make, we'll go back to here. We said 150 of each, so we'll do 150 of each. We'll start with the limestone, because we need that first. Then we'll make some more granite. We can definitely mine some of this, so we can just press L as a hotkey. All right, and then Dora's going to come out and do this. So this is going to give us all of the granite that we need, so we haven't got to keep running away to find granite. Also, what's really cool about this is we can get the limestone. We've got loads there, but we can also come down and do this as well, which is pretty cool. So we'll just do that, just to open up that area a little bit. Cool, and that's going to give us Yeah, just break down that just a little bit more for us. Cool. So she'll work on that. We've got loads of food. There's not really much else happening at the moment. We're pretty chilled. So that progression is starting to get bigger with guns, and it will scale up. But we're in building mode right now, so not too many problems. And just think, we went from 1 person to now we've got 6, all working really hard. We'll finish off these buildings. Okay, so now we're going to press N, and on here we'll press J. And we're just going to copy everything from in here to out here. All right, and now what we're going to do in terms of storage is this is all going to be the critical storage. Well, actually, no, sorry. This is actually going to be the important storage. So this is all going to be important, and the other one's going to be preferred. So it's going to put the stuff in this room first, because this is the main room, because this is where all the workshops are, and then this is all going to be the overflow. Beautiful. Build that. That's being built. We've got some visitors. All right, a group are visiting the colony. They're not doing anything, so that's fine. We'll just leave them to it. There's a corpse there. I don't know what that corpse is doing, but whatever. This one we're going to go N to J. And then this one we're going to change to be high priority. And then... Oh, it's a dead raccoon. All right. I mean, I can't imagine. He's probably not going to be happy. He doesn't really care about it. Some people might not like the idea of seeing a dead raccoon. No, they're all okay. Okay, so I don't know what we've got a dead raccoon sitting in there for, but whatever. All right, almost finished this room as well. So these 2 rooms. Everything's getting cleaned up, finished off. This one needs power, so let's finish off our power, because we don't have power going through these rooms. So power conduit. Really nice and easy. We'll just do that from there to there. And then obviously from there to there. That's good that we're going to have power coming through. We'll come down this one. And not that we need it, but we'll come down this way as well. All right, and then that's power in all of the rooms and across to there. Cool, so all of the power's done. Not that we need it, but we're just going to build it out anyway, and then it's all done for the future. So we've got power going to every aspect of every room and new rooms. Again, we don't need to do that, but that's fine. Cool. All right, so now that we've moved this, it's okay. It still keeps everything, but this one is new. So we need to think about what we want to make. We have 6 members of staff, and we have winter coming up. It is winter now. We need to be making parkers. So we are going to make 6 parkers. All right, that is what this bench needs to do. Now we need someone assigned to being a tailor. Someone who ideally likes it. That's going to be here. And so that's Strange's job. So Strange, once there's power here, once it's connected up, will be making parka jackets. We now have lights in the room. That's fantastic. This is now working. So Strange should be able to prioritize making parkas. We also need to get heaters in the room to keep the room hot. And we're going to change the cooler. Now, we can't actually change the location of this cooler. We can only deconstruct it and get some of the stuff back from it. We actually want to build the cooler here instead, and then we're going to pump into this room. We should have put it here in the first place. That was my mistake. Good lesson for me there is to not do that. So we're going to put that cooler there instead, and then that's going to pump hot air into this room. And then we can vent this hot air into other rooms. That's going to help for winter. Brilliant. Rather than just... At the moment, we're just pumping it outside, which is not ideal. So a cold room. And then we'll just... we'll vent everything. So... If we have this... We could turn this one off. So we could have it so it either pumps inside hot air or pumps outside. So maybe we have 2 of them. Maybe that's actually a better idea. Is to do that with 2. All right, everyone's good. Everyone's happy. That's being done. Now, we need to get this fixed as quick as possible. So he's working on it, but we need this done because otherwise this room is just not going to be... It's outside at the moment, which means everything's going to spoil. Right, also, we need to make sure that this is set to be -10. All right, -10 on the outside. That's good. That one's set the same. We're going to turn this one off now. So a designated colonist now is going to have to come and flick the switch. I can actually prioritize that. So prioritize someone to come and flick the switch. So that's now turned off. This one's turned on. Perfect. And this room is now still cool. That's good. So that works. Let's focus on getting this room finished. We're almost there with the rooms. I just want to get the outline of the rooms done first, which I think will be tomorrow's job. In terms of research, we're very, very close to having research done. And we've got enough food. We've got enough... We're actually flying now. We're doing so good. All of this is good. We've got enough storage now. This actually means that we can start to remove all of this now. We don't need it anymore. That can all go because we'll use all of this instead. This storage was going to be just an allow all. It is good. I guess that storage should be the same, and it is. That's good. And so that one, yeah, perfect. All right. Everything now is going to get moved. Not quite sure who's building at the moment. We need granite blocks. So because we need granite, he's focused on granite at the moment anyway because we've got enough limestone, so that's good. So because we've got enough of those, we can focus on this. New lovers. No, Chad wooed Dora by comparing her to a shining hill. Dora became aroused and agreed to become Chad's lover. Chad and Dora now want to sleep together. Consider assigning them a double bed. Oh, wow. All right. So Woody's on his own. So what we need to do now is we need to reassign this bed to Woody. Okay. All right. And then this one, we need to deconstruct these two beds. And then we're going to go to furniture and we're going to make a double bed. And we'll put that in here instead. And that just means that we can now decamp that. We don't need it because that's going to be there instead. Actually, we'll cancel that because it needs to be the other way around. So that wooden double bed with the head that way. Perfect. All right, let's prioritize on making that bed, shall we? So break that one down, build this one instead, move everything else. There we go. And now in terms of setting owners, that is going to be Dora and Chad. They're going to sleep together. All right, so they've got their own room now because this is also an infirmary and these four are all sleeping in the same room like a barracks. Now, we need to change that. That's something we need to focus on. So how do we do that? Well, finish off these two rooms, which are just about done. We have the last few bits here. We need some granite blocks. So Woody's going to be working on granite blocks. I don't think Gunther has a weapon. No, he does not. We don't have any spare weapons. Kind of need someone to attack. All right, 5th of winter. It's going to start getting cold. It's currently still... Right, so new lovers, that's done. All right, maybe we'll have some babies. It is still 16 degrees outside, so it's not quite winter yet, but it is getting close. Geothermal power is done. That is now finished. That was huge. All right, we can also start working towards things like hospital beds, which is going to be good. But for now, let's come back to the beginning. All right, we've pushed through really hard, and we've done a lot of stuff. We could do a drug lab. Drug lab's going to allow us to build some stuff. So it's used for producing various drugs. Right, so we can have a drug lab if we want one. I don't think right now that's important to us in terms of research. It is going to help us down the line when we want medicine production, right? So medicine production is something we're going to make later. This is something we'll get later, but for now, we kind of want smithing. Smithing is going to open up a few new tools, but it's also going to open up machining and plate armor. So we're going to research smithing next. And that research lab really working well for us now. These rooms are now both complete, which is great. So these are now indoors, both of them. This one's at 27 degrees, while this one's at 11. That's because the heater is working in here. Right, this one's at -10, so that's fantastic. All right, so now what we need to do, go back to the floors. We're going to take these granite tiles and we're going to tile both of these rooms. But before we do this, we actually want to wait just a little bit, because if we go to research and look at smithing, we're going to get steel tiles. This actually contributes towards a cleanliness score, right? Silver tiles and gold tiles. But steel tiles give a 0.2 towards a cleanliness score, right? So steel tiles. So what we want to look at is, if we're looking at floors and we're looking at marble tiles, for example, or any tile, what does this contribute towards a cleanliness? It doesn't, okay? What about sandstone? Or what about, sorry, any of these, but what about flagstone? Flagstone as well, no cleanliness, right? How susceptible this level surface is to filth? If this is less than 100%, some of the filth is deposited here will disappear on contact. All right? Cleaning time, 80%, all right? How long it takes to clean. So limestone, flagstone takes longer to clean. Paved tiles, not very good again, all right? Concrete, not very good again. Whereas if we took something like marble tiles, okay, still there like that. Now wood, 100 and 100 on this one, yeah? So we really want something. Now straw matting's not going to be very good at all, but the filth multiplier here is only 5%. So how susceptible is this surface to filth? It's less than 100%. Some of the filth deposited here will disappear on contact, all right? So it's actually going to be better to make straw matting, but it's got minus or 0.1 cleanliness, so less cleanliness and less beauty. So what we're going to do is, when we get the machining, which we're working on now from research, that smithing is going to unlock steel tiles. Now steel tiles is going to be, filth multiplier is the same, but we get cleanliness and it's quicker to clean, right? So we're going to do that with steel. That is going to be within the hospital floor for now. So that's going to be our hospital floor. So our infirmary, which is this room, we're going to leave this for a moment, just for now. We're actually going to pick these beds up. So we're going to reinstall these beds, and for now we're going to put them one there. And this one we're going to reinstall here. Okay, that's good. So we've got 2 beds at the moment. We'll copy that and we'll do the same on the other side. So we're going to have 4 beds in the hospital for now. We'll put an end table next to each bed. So we've got end tables. We can do a wooden dresser because that'll obviously make the beds happier. So we can put one, put a door there, didn't we? So we're going to have to change that. So we'll put that one there. We'll put this one there. And then we're going to put a new door in. So in terms of structure, granite door, we'll put that the same as this one here. Perfect. And then we'll put one there as well. So this is all the same level. Good. All right, so that's going to be the things there. And then in terms of furniture, we're going to want to put a standing lamp in the middle of the room because that's going to heat, light the room up. We actually put it there last time, so we'll do the same thing. And we're going to build a copy and put that in this room. So we've got those. All right, masterwork. What's this? Strangers created a wooden end table. Masterwork. Okay. Comfort 0.05 because the quality is masterwork because it's so high quality. So that's great. So good. All right, now what we're going to do is focus on, in terms of floors, we're going to make a wood floor. No, actually we're not. We're going to make a marble. Yeah, I think we want marble tile in here because marble is going to be beauty. Yep. So this is going to be marble tile in here. We'll make a marble room. We'll also put one there, and one there. That'll be marble. This will be different. Cool. And then cleanliness, we're gonna swap this out. Now we didn't do this at the start because we didn't have the ability to, but we're gonna swap this out as well. Now this one's fine, but these two rooms we're gonna swap this out for steel as well because it's better for cleanliness, right? Until we get up to like hospital floors and things like that later. All right. So everything can be built. We've moved everything away. They're good now. Everything there's sorted. For this one, we're gonna reinstall this, but we're gonna put it the other way around. So we're going to put that just there. And then we're going to reinstall this on this side. And we're going to reinstall that one on that side. And then that's fine. That can just stay there. Don't think we need a cooler in that room. So that can go now. And we'll be able to remove this. So we'll reinstall that. Actually, no, that can just stay there. It's fine. All right. I don't know what that random chair is doing there, but we don't need it. We'll reinstall it there for now. Reinstalling that one there, and then we're going to make sure we put that one, build a copy of that, put it in there. Once that's been moved. Back. There we go. He's going to move that for us. Perfect. We're going to just build a copy of that there. Happy days. That works for the bed. That works for there, that works for there. That works for all 4 beds. That works for there, there, and there. That's good, all good. Cool. Everything looks good. Everything's working well. We need to haul that one out the way, so we'll get rid of that. Going to expand this zone here. So this is kind of our dumping zone. I've got 2 dumping zones now, which is good. They're researching, which is great. Researching's flying. We've got food. We could do with a little bit more food. How is the wildlife going? I don't think strange. Oh, we haven't got enough food for that. Okay, so we need to... Once we've got the hay, which we're working on, we'll come up with all the berries even. We'll be able to come up and do that. So I don't think they're going to like berries, you know. We haven't got any more food at the moment. We actually need more food. All right, so because we need more food, we'll get Woody and Dora outside, draft them to come out here. And then once they're out, we're going to fire at the gazelle. That's one dead. We'll do another one here. Oh, wow. That one is going to bleed out in 9 hours. Okay, so... Cool. Right, so we're going to allow that. We'll allow that. These two are now on undrafting duties. Cool. I guess we just prioritize that. Get some food going. Nice. All right, we've got some meat. That means we can get some food on the go, which is good. Batteries are good. That means we don't actually need this anymore, so we can deconstruct that. It's not needed. Let's have a quick look at the temperature of the rooms. All right, this room is freezing cold. This room's a bit warm. What we need to do is vent out these other rooms, all right? So this room is currently 29 degrees. This one is 16. So what we can do in architecting temperature is we can create a vent between rooms. Now, before we do that, we actually need to remove. So let's deconstruct that, because that was a mistake that we made. Which also means we want to deconstruct that. And if we can do that, so let's just prioritize deconstructing both of those. And then from a structural point of view, we're going to want to put new ones in. So once this is finished, we'll put a new wall in there. And then we'll get Woody to prioritize building that. He's going to do that one. In the meantime, we're going to just copy this. And then once Woody's finished this one, we'll get him to prioritize working on that one. Oh, that one's been done. Bar's done it. Great. So that room's now done. So let's look at the temperature of that room. It's a bit colder now because we've just let all the hot air out. All right, but it's going to start warming up. So once that one warms up, we're going to want a vent, and the vent's going to work through. So we want to vent up the hospital. Obviously, that's important, right? So temperature, we're going to create a vent. We'll put that here. We can do that by the door here, right? That's fine. So we'll do that just here. And if I get Woody to work on that, prioritize on the vent. Now, the vent is going to cost us 30 steel. We've got so much steel, so we're absolutely fine. And now, look, you see how these rooms, they're joined up, right? So this one is taking all the heat from in here, which means this is -10. Well, it should be. It's -8 at the moment. This one's going to be plus because it's gone the opposite way. We're going to go to -15 in there and then see if that just pumps up the heat of that room a little bit. And then what we can do is build a copy of this one. And we don't really want to mess about too much with this. Right, these two rooms can stay chilled for the moment. We do definitely want to, because they spend a lot of time eating in here. They spend a lot of time in here. They spend a bit of time in here as well, to be fair. But we do want to create a vent into there as well. All right, so we can start to just move the heat of the rooms. All right, these guys are attacking immediately. Where are they? Okay, there's 2 of them. So what's this guy got? This guy has got a steel mace. This guy as well. These are the eaters of gore. All right, well, let's just grab everybody. We'll put them all on duty. We'll bring them all out the front here, so no one gets caught out. These 2 guys are going to come in. We're going to funnel them in. We're going to create like a kill zone in a bit. He's going to come in and get caught. No, he doesn't. First one's dead. Now that one's actually running away. So for Woody... no, I actually want to keep him on there. Oh. I'm getting shot. Oh, wow. Dead. Wow. Flake. All right, so they're drugs. All right, no one likes to see dead bodies. We understand that. We appreciate that. But, all right, let's deal with this, shall we? Now, we've got 2 dead bodies. What do we do with these? Well, we can chop them up. We can turn them into food. And then we've got our cannibal that can eat them, and he's going to feel good about that. What's the other thing that we can do here? We can strip them of clothes. So let's take everybody at the moment. We didn't get any prisoners, which is a shame because it would have been nice, but we just killed them outright. So it happens. We're going to strip them of clothes. This one as well. That's dead here. Strip them of clothes. People obviously don't like seeing dead bodies. Everyone's got to heal themselves, sort themselves out. So we're just going to quickly check through the needs and the health of everybody. So dead in 20 hours. All right, so that's strange. Now, he can't self-tend, so that means that Steve is going to have to... Someone's going to have to self-tend to Strange. Dora's going to do it. Great. Bar's okay. Everyone else is okay. So, oh, gunshot wound. That's fine. So, it's only 2 gunshot wounds. So, Strange got shot by 2 gunshot wounds. Must have been where he was standing behind me. They shouldn't have killed him. We can organise that stuff and bring it in later. That's all good. Now, obviously, Strange is going to go and take those bodies and he's going to butcher them, which is pretty cool. There we go. So there's no bodies left. There's no evidence left. We've got some human meat left, which he's going to be happy with, but we've got nowhere to cook the human meat now. So what we need to do, I forgot about this. It's why I made a mistake earlier by changing this. We'll do that. Get some stuff from these guys. Oh, we haven't got any wood. Okay, so we need some wood. So we're going to just order, drop in some wood. We'll get a few trees that are down here. Oh. Also, we're going to have to build everything over this side. So we'll get a few trees off this side as well. And there's a couple of trees there. We'll grab them. Cool. We'll deal with the meat later. We don't need to worry about that right now. We do need some food, though. Right, we've got some food incoming, which is good. I think people are going to start to get hungry. We are suffering for food a little bit. Oh no, we've got 14. We've got 14 food. I just missed it, that was all. Okay, so how are we looking in terms of what we're doing here? Research, almost done. That's good. We do need to work on the temperature. All right, this room. So this one's 20 degrees now, whilst this one's 28. This one's 24. This one's 20. That's good. These two are warming up a little bit. We are going to add more vents. So we're going to add a vent on this side, there. And then we can add a vent there as well. Right, that's going to vent out all of the rooms. Last thing we're going to want to do with the vents. I'm going to cancel that one. We're going to put these vents here. So we'll put one there and one there. All right, and then we can put one there. So that heat should obviously push all the way around now, all the way up to here, but not into here. So they have a cold room and hot rooms. So that's what ours looks like at the moment. Pretty cool. All right, next. Next thing that we need to work on. Batteries are looking good. The vents are now in. Look, these rooms are starting to heat up a little bit. So even though it's winter, it's going to keep them nice and hot. And then all we do is, because these are pumping out into here at the moment, when it's summer, we turn this one off and turn this one on and pump it outside. Perfect. That works well. This one's 13 degrees. This one's 24 degrees, but it's all warmer, which is nice. Everything's got a roof on it. We're good. We're really good. We've got enough power. We do need to focus on parkas. Right, now, it looks like Woody is wearing a parka. He is. He's got a cloth parka on. That's good. Strange also has a cloth parka on, which is good. Chad has a parka on, which is good. Bar has a parka on. Dora has a parka on. Streetball parka. So everyone's wearing a parka for winter. So that's fantastic. So everyone's nice and warm. We need one more parka to make. I've got more than enough cloth to do that, so that's fine. We've got food, we've got drugs, we've got everything we need. Storage is great. We need to finish off this, which is going to be the marble. Now, we don't have any marble at the moment. So let's have a look. Where is the marble? There's lots of marble tiles. We don't actually have any marble in here, do we? Okay, right. So the fact that we don't actually have any marble in here, that was my mistake. We'll cancel that. Not that, we'll do that. We'll cancel that. What we'll do instead, because we don't have any of that, we're not going to do marble. We'll just do, for now, limestone. Or granite, sorry, granites. Granite's what we've used everywhere else, right? So we'll just go for granite for now. Some more masterwork. Strange has created a wooden dresser, masterwork. An engraving on the furniture portrays Steve Woody sitting next to a green sparrow. Engraved with a helpless expression in the distance. Okay, pretty cool. This artwork refers to Woody laying Sparrow to rest. Oh, wow. All right. Pretty cool. I think Sparrow is... That's Teresa, Zippy, Sparrow. Interesting. We need to expand this zone a little bit, so we'll just make that a little bit bigger for corpses, so all the corpses can get pushed up there instead of on here, which is weird. We need some wood. We've got some wood now, so we can get that going. So this is going to allow us to create simple meals. This simple meal, that's a detail that we're going to use, is not going to allow fresh. No fresh. All right, and we're not going to allow animal products or vegetarian or meat. The only thing we're going to allow, it is meat, is going to be human meat. So this is only for human meat, nothing else. And for this, we're just going to do forever until we've got no more. So that should use all the human meat up. All right. Low medicine. We have some medicine, so we're okay. Tattered apparel. 3 people that would like some better apparel. Strange, Bar, and Dora. Okay, let's have a look at what they're wearing, shall we? So, Strange is wearing cloth parka. Oh, no. So, okay, this is tainted. So, pants. All right, so we're going to go for pants now. So, 6 sets of pants, right? So, we're going to look to make pants. We'll make pants 6 times. Cool. No suitable animal pen for bison 1. Oh, you got a bison? Holy. Okay, I didn't realize we captured a bison. That is pretty awesome. We need an animal pen for that. So, here's how we're going to do this. We need to think about... Okay, how are we going to do this? We need to think about... we're going to put the animals on... let's have a think about this, right? Because we've got... Okay, here's the kitchen, right? So we're going to want to come in this side. We're going to build out rooms here. So in terms of the floor, let me just think about this. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a good size for a bedroom. And then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No, that's a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus that will be the wall. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that will be the wall. All right, so that is going to be the bedroom floor print, right? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a gap. All right, that works. So this is kind of going to be the layout of the bedrooms. They're going to look like that. And we're going to want to go for, I guess, more of them, right? So we're going to want to go for 6 of them. Plus, we're going to want a gap on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's the room in between. So we're going to want to go 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a gap in the middle. All right. So this is the layout of the bedrooms, right? Cool. Now we don't want that, but I'm just trying to do this right now. That's why we've got it paused. So that's the layout of the bedroom. So there'll be a hallway here that we'll be able to walk up and down. We'll have bedrooms in there, so there'll be the 6 bedrooms on there. And so now we need to think about building a pen. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go for kind of miscellaneous, but we're going to want to go structure, right? And we're going to want to build a fence. And so the fence that we're going to build is going to come all the way down to here. We'll build it out, I guess, 15. We'll build it up to here, and we'll build it across to here, right? So that's going to be our and then we're going to have a gate at the top. So the gate at the top is going to go right here on this side. That's going to be how we're going to lead people in and out. And this is going to be a doorway hung with a thick overlap strip of fabric or leather. It allows animals to pass whilst insulating the temperature. Animal flaps are commonly used as a barn door to give penned animals a sheltered place to sleep. Amazing. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to change this to a wooden wall. And within the pen, we're actually going to change that into a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for, that will be 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the gap inside. All right. And then that will be the wall here. And then that will be the wall here. All right. We'll put an animal flap on the middle here, like so. This will be all undercover, so this will be nice and warm for them. That'll be the gate in and out of the pen. So we've got a pen now. So let's go for a pen marker. We'll make that a pen. And in terms of animal sleeping spots, well, let's just say we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? All right, now we need to look at food. So for food, what we'll do is we'll go for a zone. All right, we're going to do a stockpile zone. So our stockpile zone is going to be really easy. We're just going to add all of that there. And the only thing we're going to do with this is we're going to select storage. We're going to clear everything, but we're going to allow food. And the food we're going to allow is going to be hay and kibble. That's it. Hay and kibble. And that is actually going to be high priority. Important. Because that's going to be their food. So all of the hay and the kibble will come into here. That will be where they'll eat. And as a result of this, we're going to want to make a roof area. So we're going to put this under a roof. And we'll put a little roof over here as well. So we've got a little 2 roof there. This will all be under roof anyway. This will be where they'll sleep. They'll come out of here. This will be their little pen. They'll have a area to food, but the food will be undercover. Perfect. Nice. There's our pen. All right, so now we've built an animal pen. Oh, we need to just go ahead and build it now. Oh, hold on a minute. I also need to drag all of this. I think that's right. And we're going to cancel that. Cool. So this is, we know we're going to build that later and how it's going to look. And we know where the pen's going to live now. So let's go. Right. I need to get this pen done. I need to get him on the pen as well. We'll get you on the pen. We'll get you on the pen. Let's get the pen done ASAP. Let's just get everybody on the pen. Right, we're doing this as quickly as we possibly can. We want this pen built. Nice. All right, let's get Woody back out here. Let's get Dora back out here. Strange already here. Bar's already here. Let's get Chad out here. Get Gunther out here. Let's get everybody out here building this. We don't want that buffalo to run away. Cool. Right, can Strange. Right, let's have a look. Animals. We've got our bison, sorry. It's the bison we don't want to lose. Right, so can Strange. We cannot rope it because we have no enclosed pen. All right. Let's just get everybody focused on this. We just need to get this this pen built. That's our goal right now. Get Woody over here on this. Dora, where are you going? Come back, please. Alright. Is this done? Woody, come back. And then work on that and that. Dora, please come back. Work on that and that. Alright, last 2. Alright, if I can just get this bit done. If Dora will just do this last one. And now hopefully for Strange, if I go to the animal. Strange, no enclosed pen. Hold on a minute. That is an enclosed pen. Is it not? Ah, no, it's not because this. Right, we need to do this. So, finish this. Finish this. Finish this. I'm getting everybody out here on this. We just want to get this done. Chad, come back. Finish this off. Woody, whilst you're here, finish this off. Chad, once you're done, finish that off. Woody, come on, mate. You're here. Do it. All right, Strange. Right, now it should work. That should be enclosed now. So let's go to animals. Go to our bison. And Strange should be able to rope the bison. Right, so that's what we needed. So now what's going to happen is Stranger's going to run out here, and as long as this doesn't disappear, we're going to rope the bison, and we're going to bring the bison in, and that bison is now going to live in here. This is all completely... All right, research is finished. That's good. We'll fix that in a minute. All right, now we have a bison. So now let's go to wildlife, and there should be one more bison, right? And we're going to work on taming this bison. Cool. So you can sleep in there and chill. That's good. All of this is going to be built, so that's nice. Bart was prioritizing building that. We need to go to research. We're going to work on machining next. So we want to work on machining because we need that. So that's our next research. We also need plate armor. So plate armor is going to be cool because that's going to give us the ability to, well, to have armor, right? So we'll do that one because that's 600. We'll get that first. We've got a pen now, which is amazing. This pen is our bison's at home, so that's cool. We just need to make sure our bison is happy. Food and sleep. Well, it can sleep. It's got somewhere to go that's nice and warm. And in terms of looking at the temperature, we can make it warm in there. It is winter. They'll be okay, but they don't actually have many needs, to be fair. Just food and sleep. That's all they care about. They don't even need any of this. It's just for me. All right, let's see. Do we want to do any deals? Let's do a trade and have a look. Lots to talk about. Right. Okay. They're not willing to trade a lot of the stuff we've got. That's okay. They are willing to buy the lung off us. So they'll buy the lung. Now, remember, we only got the lung, and we actually made $700 on that. So that's worth it. It's kind of good to have done that, right? What else do we want? We've got books. So that's recreational growth. We've already got that one. This one we've got as well. $187 for that one. This one, medical and social. So we'll go ahead and buy both of those books because it's good to have them. A one-use super dose of which trains a specific skill. Right, mining, shooting, and social. 887 each. That's quite expensive, right? Psychic animal pusher. All right. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Advanced components. I don't need those at the moment. I can't buy anything else right now. I'm quite good. Not going to sell the bison. Oh, a Labrador. Do we want to buy a Labrador? We can have a dog. Originally bred to retrieve birds. Shot on the hunt. The lab is also an excellent guard dog. Play pal and family friend. I think we're going to go ahead and buy a dog. We're going to buy the dog off of them as well. It's going to cost... We're not going to... After the liver, we're going to buy the books and the dog, and we're still going to be 33 in profit. It's not terrible. We're not losing money. We're making a little bit. But there's nothing else they want to buy from us anyway, apart from components, and we're not selling those. We actually want to buy some more components. They're quite expensive, though. We'll buy 8 components. All right, there we go. So that's our money sorted. We bought all the things we need to buy. We've done all the things we need to do. Now we can dismiss the trader. Thank you very much. Relations have changed from 0 to 1. Good. Nice. So that's all done. All right. We're making progress. This room's getting done. This room's... Right, we just need to change these to medical beds. So we'll just press H on all of these for now. All right, that's doing those 2 beds. That's doing those 2 beds. They're all going into there. That's fine. That's done. That's done. Research. We did smithing, didn't we? So now if we go to architect and production, we now have the field smithy, or we have the electric powered station for smithing non-mechanical weapons and tools. So we're going to build this because we want it. And we're going to put this down this side. It's going to use the bookshelf, the tool cabinet to help us. And going to put that here for now. Because I can get another one in here later if I move that door up one. I mean, I don't have to, but yeah, that's what I kind of want to do. All right, cool. That works really well. Nice. All right, that's done. I think that's pretty much it for today. that's some progress we've made, right? So we've built the workshop. The workshop is done, and the workshop's looking impressive. It says slightly impressive, which is good. So we've got the workshop built. We've also built the infirmary. It's not finished yet, but you know, as good as. We've got quite a lot of steel at the moment that we're not using, but we've also got, I guess for now, for the floor, we could go with the granite tiles. But we're going to use this machine, aren't we, to make it? So we'll do that now. So that's fine. So all we'll do, let's get Dora up quickly to just prioritize making this for us. Now we've got components, we've got steel, we've just bought all of the stuff we need, so we've got it. We just need to go out and pick the bits up. They're all over there. Look, this stuff as well, which is up here. In fact, let's go and prioritize hauling this, and then this, and then this. So we're going to haul all of this stuff in, so it's not outside getting wet or damaged. Oh, and we've got a raid. The raid's going to take a while. Oh, they're coming in with donkeys. Oh, they're not. The donkey's already there. All right. All right, well, we'll just let them chill and do their thing. We've got everything inside that we need, which means this is now being built. Amazing. Is that going to work power-wise? Yes, it is. Let's just double-check the power. Perfect. See, that's why it's all connected. It all looks really good. We're going to reconnect that power so it picks up a better line. We'll do the same with that. We'll reconnect it. Just move out some of these lines that we don't want. Just to, you know, just clean up the power somewhat. All right. And so if we need to set a build for this one, we can make a helmet. We can make a club, knife, a few other things here. I think at the moment we're just going to make simple helmets. We want to make 6 of them. All right. Now, the other thing that we can make, because we've got the ability to do this now, if we go to floors, is steel tiles. So for a steel tile, that spaceship, look, they're quick to clean and get a bonus for cleanliness for use in medical settings. So steel tiles. We'll put that in there, there, and there. That's what we wanted. So now we've got the ability to do that. Right, we also want to put steel tiles up here in the kitchen, because that's going to look good in there, and also in here. All right. So steel tiles up there, steel tiles down there. These 3 are cool. This one was going to be marble eventually, but we're good for now. Where is that attack coming from? Over there. All right, we'll just get rid of this attack, and then we're done. Oh, wait. What's going on? Why are you? Oh, he's going up there to that. No. Come back. You're going the wrong way, my friend. Come back. All right, let's draft everyone out, shall we? Because we're going to go and attack them, actually. We're not even going to wait for them. We're just going to go out and attack them. All right, here we go. Oh, we've got the bison. We didn't mean to do that. All right, let's have a look. 1 dead. 2 dead. Wow. All right, so let's have a look what we're going to do. We're going to allow all of that. All of these. Undraft them. We're going to strip this guy. Then we're going to strip this guy. And then they're going to get butchered and eaten anyway. So cool. Right, we're going to get all the stuff back. All right. We're working well as a team right now. Unfortunately, we did shoot that bison. Let me just have a quick check. How is it doing? No immediate danger. So it did get a gunshot. It took crossfire accidentally. But it's in no immediate danger, which is good. So, yeah, we'll hopefully... Dora hit the bison with a... okay, so that was an accident. That didn't mean to happen. I think it's going to be okay. Hopefully it doesn't bleed out. Although, can I tend to it, though? I can't tame it, but constrain. No, I can't. I can't heal it, but I don't think I need to. Anyway, hopefully this won't bleed out. Hopefully that will heal up and it will just, it won't be a problem. We'll see. Could get worse, though. It could get infected. Could end up dying. Hope it doesn't, because I kind of want them to breed with each other. All right, let's have a look. What's wrong here? Just need some recreation. All right, we can start to build out the recreation as well. Just finish that last room off. So this is going to be a wooden billiards table. I guess we're going to put that here. So we've got a billiards table, so that's pretty cool. We can build a little poker table as well. So we'll put a little poker table up here, which is pretty cool. And then I guess we can put the tables around this. Put the chairs around this, sorry. So in terms of furniture, we're just going to go for the wooden chairs. We'll put 2 there. 4, 6, and that'll be 8. Cool. We've got the lamp in the room, so that's pretty cool. We're going to put some wooden plant pots in the room, so they'll be pretty cool. We'll put 1 there and 1 there. 1 there and 1 there. So we've got 4 of those in the room. We kind of want a couch, right? Couch would be pretty cool to kind of chill on. Couch can kind of be there. Yep, just have the couch there chilling, and then we want to bring the chess set over as well. So this, we're going to reinstall the chess set. And I guess that will go there. And then this chair, we'll reinstall 1 chair there. And we'll reinstall the other chair there. And now we've got a full-on recreational room with all the different things that we can play and do. We'll take this and we'll reinstall this as well. And now this can go out the back here, which will be our game that we're going to play. Cool. Right, that's everything that we need to do. Wow. A nearby settlement as a special trade request. They'd like to purchase 4. Okay. They'd like to purchase 4 of those. If you're willing to make the trade, send a caravan with requested items. The estimated travel time is 1.5 days. Except for a changed shotgun, a spill steer, uranium, and goodwill. All right. Well, we're not going to do that right now, but that is what we're going to work on next. So, we have now finished building our core base. We just need to do, in terms of our core rooms, our recreational rooms, they're all done. The next thing that we need to do is rebuild the accommodation, which we're going to do down the side here. And then along the top here, this is going to become the prison. This will become the prison. So we're going to have a long prison here. All right. That is, and we're also going to have, we've got an infirmary as well, right? But we'll, the infirmary can go into prison. That's fine. We're going to have more power, which we'll figure out in a minute. We'll do that later. But at the moment, and then what we're going to do is look at building. So from here, we're going to build some gates up here. So we'll have a gate up here. And then we're also going to look to build a gate maybe out here and around here. All right, so we're going to kind of really connect that in. So this will be here. And then this side, we'll do that as well over here. And then that's pretty much us built. That's everything we need. We'll have this little kill slot here and here. So anyone that filters in will come in through traps, and we'll have a door to get out. Nice. That's it. That's everything that we need. All right. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've enjoyed today. We've done a lot. We have actually achieved quite a lot today, getting all of these rooms finished. Tomorrow we'll finish off hopefully we'll get the last of the bison in. We'll get the accommodation moved. We'll get all of these rooms completely finished and done. And we'll work on the research now to get guns. And then once we've got guns, we've got enough people now, we can start a caravan where we can start to go traveling. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.